do a lot of people ask you, where did you get that big voice from?
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah.
And I probably got it from my mom going, Lisa! Put the dishes away, you know. Oh, God, that woman, she was 4'8", and that woman could scream her bloody head off. So.
Okay, she was a screamer, but not a singer, huh?
No, but she could talk. When she talks so quiet. But when she wanted you to get your attention, man, she would, yeah.
So now, did you have any formal training, or?
No. I just sang along with records and, sang along with the radio and also just working a lot and also going out and
So, okay, so how long, when did you start singing?
Well, I tell this story. My sister, I was outside one day and I was singing along with something I heard on the radio. I was like 8 years old, and my sister was like 4 years old. She said, "Quit making your voice all wiggly." So I had vibrato apparently when I was young.
Sure.
And then she told my mom. She said, "Hey, you know what? Lisa can sing." And my mom's like, "Oh, Lisa can't sing." So it's like this kind of funny story. So I just sang along with the radio and I just always loved to sing.
So it's just
my sister sings. She's a Zay Harrison. She's a singer-songwriter, and so my mom liked to sing. She played acoustic guitar and sang. She'd sing "What's It All About, Alfie," stuff like that. And so we just all love to sing songs together.
So so when you're not playing and traveling, what do you like to do?
Well, I like to hang out with my husband and watch Game of Thrones. And I have a parrot.
Oh, what's
that we hang out. His name is
parrot?
Zuma. He's a little green
cute,
guy.
Cute.
He's at bird camp right now. It's a boarding service. He's at bird
you
camp.
need to tell us what bird camp is.
Bird camp is a room full of parrots in little cages that are screaming their heads off. And I don't want to be there, but apparently he does. So he's having a good old time hanging out with his little bird friends while
now
we're
You said that he teaches the other birds bad words.
He does sometimes. So I have to be careful because I'll, teach him to say.
Where did you get that from?
I don't know. I try not to do that. But he picks up stuff from the other birds too. I'll pick him up. I'll be like, "What the hell are you saying?" You don't normally say that.
Yeah.
So we make accommodations on the road, and I don't know. I like to go out, check out other bands when I can, when I have the energy. But I just love chilling with my husband. He's a good hang. He's a sweet guy.
Now, is he a musician also?
He's a bass player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays with Kevin Self and the Tornadoes. And so I think they just got signed to Viztone. And so they'll be out and about and touring. And he's a monster bass player. And that's how when I first met him, I saw him playing bass at a jam. And I said, "Man, that guy's a good bass player."
And he's not bad looking, too.
And he's really cute, too. And now, I get to borrow his gear, and he's been schlepping my bass around. And
so
he's the
tell
best.
us how you started playing the bass.
Well, I always heard bass lines in like movies. We had a piano in the basement, and so I'd go see Star Wars, and I'd hear like the theme, and then what was that? Close Encounters, dun 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 dun. These bass lines, or classical music, or on radio, or anything. So I was picking them out. And there was, of course, Smoke on the Water. I picked that out on an acoustic guitar. And then pretty soon I was just like, well, I want to play the bass. I need a bass guitar. When I was a kid, I was into Kiss. I thought Gene Simmons was cool, man. He could fly and spit fire. All that. I thought he was so cool. And then I really loved Deep Purple. And so that was actually the first stuff I played along with was with Deep Purple. And I walked home from school every day. I saved my lunch money. I bought my first bass when I was 11 years old. So
wow.
I don't know. I think
it was
born to be a bass player. Maybe I was a bass player in a past life. I don't know.
Maybe. So, and then you and I had talked earlier before, and we were talking about your vocal cords.
Yeah. So it was. Soon my mother passed away a couple of years ago, and it was soon after she passed that I lost my voice, like completely. And I went to get a strobe test where they can actually watch your vocal cords moving. And they told me I had, a partial paralysis in one vocal cord, and I had some kind of lesion near my vocal cords. And it was a cancer scare, because that's in this spot in the throat is where cancer pops up. So I had to use my phone to speak. I hired other singers to cover my gigs. And it was scary. It was really scary. But I had a great doctor. He said, look, if it gets better, it's not cancer. Because I was afraid to do a biopsy that it would make some, if it was just an ulcer,
Sure.
it would make it worse, make it even longer for me to get better. He said, let's just eat a bland diet, get on Prilosec and everything. So the theory is that I choked on it, because I remembered that I had choked on a piece of food when my mom was in hospice, late in the middle of the night. And I'd forgotten all about it. And they think that it scratched something in there, and you get acid reflux or it tears. It's just you're always moving your vocals around.
Sure.
They don't want to heal. They take a long time to heal. You know, so I always tell, you know, young singers especially. Just ran into a young woman, gosh, I can't remember, Cush. Her last name is Cush. Anyway, just letting her know, you know, take care of your voice. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. I use a spray to moisturize my mouth. I'm always chewing gum.
Yeah, me too.
We just have to take care of our voices because, you know, once you lose James Cotton, you know, we don't want to lose our voices. Once they're gone, they're gone.
So, what would you have to say to young women who are coming up in the ranks?
Well, you know, I hope they have support. I hope they have support from their family because it, you know, that's who I would talk to, would be the families. You know, if you got somebody who wants to be in the music business, you gotta have their back, and also realize that, you know, a lot of family members might tell you to have something to fall back on. But if you really do want to seriously make it in the music business, you really can't invest that much time in having something to fall back on. Having another source of income is one thing, but if you're going to invest in a career in some other fashion, you probably aren't going to be able to dedicate yourself to music.
I always say, if you have a pie and you take too many pieces out of the pie, you don't have the pie anymore.
That's right.
That's my theory.
That's exactly right.
You know, because it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to hone your craft.
It does. Yeah. That's a great point. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to keep that. It ain't pie anymore.
Well, you're really knocking it out of the ballpark over here, and
Thank you.
it's such a pleasure to sit down and talk with you. Fabulous.
Thank you very much. I'm really enjoying this bender.
Thank you
Man,
so
this
much
is a
for your
big
time.
party.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's a non-stop party.
I hope
Day
to come
and
back
night.
and see you again.
You betcha.
Come on, give me some sugar. I'm Brigitte Purdy at the Big Blues Bender with Lisa Mann and
Curtis Salgado in the background.
Thank
Hot
you.
dog.
Hot dog. Thank you.